My camera very rudely decided to quit on me the last time that I was filming this, so this is take 2. You may hear my cats snoring in the background. My female is having some kind of a dream. She's twitching and snoring. I also think that this light is way too bright. Is this better? Okay. So, we are talking curly girl again, and I am going to show you some of my current favorite products. One of the products that I was the most excited about receiving, because I had to order it from the States, and I had heard so much about, and that I feel kind of happy every time I use it, is the Moptop Curly Hair Custard. So this stuff is super holy grail with a lot of curly girls. It's a great big pot of awesome. It looks smaller in my hand because I think I'm bigger than a lot of like influencers or like hair people or whatever. When they hold things, they're like got these teeny tiny little hands and they're holding up this like giant looking pot, and I'm like, wow. My giant hands just make it look small, but it's actually a lot. It's practically half a liter. It's 16 fluid ounces, fluent, and it smells amazing, and it has really good ingredients in it. Wow, like that's not natural, but it is so good. It's like it's citrus kumquat, and it's just a blast of citrus freshness, and if you're a citrus fan, it's a really good one. I think they have it also in different scents. They may also have it unscented, but what it is, so the curly hair, so the curly hair custard is kind of like a gel cream hybrid, but with a very sticky, gummy, gooey, mucusy, egg white kind of texture. Oopsies, sorry about that. So definitely sort of a weird texture, but it's very slippery. It feels very good when applying, and I feel like I can use it on dry and damp hair, although most curlies would want to use it on soaking wet hair, but it really just depends on your hair. I do encourage rule breaking. However, let's see what they say. Did they say you have to use it on wet hair? Apply evenly to sectioned wet hair. Style as usual. If wearing hair wavy or curly, you may scrunch or air dry to use a diffuser. Less texture requires less product. So you really don't need to use a lot, even though it feels like a light product. Like it's not as heavy as a gel or as a cream. A little does go a long way, and I have over applied with this and then got very weird feeling hair, but it is something you need to experiment with yourself. And like I said, I can use it on damp hair and even on dry hair as just like a little light top coat, but that also just really depends on the individual. It's curly girl friendly, water soluble, and all that stuff. It's not, you know, green, but it does contain really, really good quality ingredients in it. I believe I paid around $30 for it. It'll last forever. And I feel like if you've tried flaxseed gel in your hair before, and if that kind of product works well for you, then this one will probably also work well for you. It has that same, you know, it's as nourishing as like a cream, but it has a similar effect as a light gel in a sense. But this custard really is sort of, you know, it's a hair product type of its own, and I really love it. And yeah, it smells really good. By the same brand, also by Moptop, is their leave-in conditioner, which is so much more than a leave-in conditioner. Yes, it's a conditioning cream that you can apply, you know, directly out of the shower to wet hair, but you can also use it on dry hair. It also just adds a lot of voom or whatever to any other product if you're cocktailing with. Moptop encourages cocktailing, which is awesome because curly girls love to cocktail their products, and it works for all hair types. It says thin, straight, thin, straight, wavy, loose curls, curly, and kinky. So all hair types. It's really nourishing, but I don't find it to be very heavy. Also water soluble, which is really important if you're doing curly girl. Good ingredients in it. You know, it's got like the soluble collagen, it's got honey in it, so their products are not vegan, so I should give you a little heads up about that. There's panthenol, there's hydrolyzed keratin, there's seaweed, sunflower, behentrimonium methosulfate is a really good hair ingredient. Sounds scary to us greenies, but it really is a great ingredient. Aloe, so it's got a lot of just really, really nourishing ingredients that you don't see everywhere. I don't care about my hair products being all natural, but I do want to get as much bang for my buck out of them, and I feel like Moptop has really, really good nourishing ingredients that seem to work really well with my hair. My hair likes protein, it likes moisture, it likes getting it at the same time, and as you can see just from applying a little bit of that Moptop on top of my, the curling custard on my top layers, you can already see them just kind of start to pop a little bit. And yeah, if I didn't mention it, what's really cool about the leave-in conditioner is that you can actually use it on dry hair. So it's just a really cool product to have. I sort of bought this one on a whim. I don't see people talking about this one very often, but I do feel it to be quite a standout product. It smells really good. This is the Bamboo Essence one. It works for oily, normal, dry, damaged, color treated hair, all different textures. So definitely an underrated product that is worth exploring. And if I remember correctly, it was something like $13 to $15 for 8 ounces. So not too bad considering I feel like the quality is quite good, even though the packaging could be kind of cuter. I mean, it's got like an old school, I don't know, like diner vibe sort of, but I feel like Moptop is way more luxurious than they look. So another favorite for me, which you guys have heard me talk about before, is the Giovanni Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner. They call it their Weightless Walking Treatment. To me, because this one is like an easy to find product, it's really just like a daily type of thing. I love using it diluted in a spray bottle, which I will show you guys. It's in my shower. I've gone through a couple of these. It's like one of my first empties that I've had with curly girl. A lot of curly girls just consider this to be just a staple in their rotation. It's not like I'm not like excited by it, you know, it's not like, doesn't spark joy necessarily in me, but it's a really good staple. I could live without it, but I'm happy that I have it as part of my arsenal, if that makes sense. I guess I could live without any of these things, really. Another favorite that I use every day is my Curl Keeper H2O continuous spray mist bottle thing. This is a Flairosol bottle. You can get it by different brands. It doesn't matter if you don't get the Curl Keeper one. It just happened to have been the cheapest one on Amazon at the time that I went and looked for this. But there's lots of these all with different brands, and they're basically just these spray bottles that you can fill up with whatever kind of water and product cocktail in it that you want. You can do, you know, water with some essential oils in it. I like doing a few drops of lavender and a few drops of eucalyptus as like a nice refreshing spray. I also dilute some leave-in conditioner and a little bit of a styling product in there as well, and that's just a great way for me. Like, I often go to bed with damp hair without any styling products, and this dampens my hair enough that I can sort of restyle it in the morning if that's kind of what I want to do. It's just a really good tool to have, I find. Another one of my favorites is something that's brand new to me, and so I've only actually done a wash and wear with this once, but I was very happy with the results, and that's the Diva Curl Wave Maker Touchable Texture Whip for texture and volume. For some reason, I put off getting any Diva Curl products for 5 months, like since the beginning of my journey here with Curly Girl Method. I don't know why. I think it might have been just because there's so much Diva Curl everything in this world, because the woman who started this line, Lorraine Massey, she is the curly girl. She wrote the handbook that sort of lays down the guidelines, and I I felt like I was already over it before even trying it. And I had smelled a few of the products at Winners. They had the low poo and the no poo and something else, and I didn't like the scent. And so I just never went for it, and I can't find this easily in shops around where I live, so I would have, you know, I'd have to like take a chance and order it online. One day I just did recently, and I got the Wave Maker and I got a couple of other things, and I really like Wave Maker. And the reason why I chose Wave Maker is because I heard that a lot of people who didn't like a lot of Diva Curl products ended up really liking Wave Maker, including India Batson, who she's like the wavy queen. And so when something works well for a wavy and you are a wavy, your ears perk up, because our hair is different than curly and it's different than straight, and we have specific needs, and we don't always want a ton of definition. Often what we want is softness and volume and just a lot of like movement. Looks really nice in wavy hair and just kind of gives you that like free look. And India Batson swears by the Wave Maker, and so I gave it a shot. I got the trial size, so this is the 3 fluid ounce. I think it was around $15 to $18 Canadian. So, you know, like $3 US probably. And I really like it. It just gave me really soft, voluminous hair. Not a ton of definition, but I really liked it, and I bet in the summer this would be really, really amazing. So I find with Diva Curl, at least from so far, like that I've been seeing, like it's definitely not green. It's all water soluble and everything. It's all good for the curly girl method. Obviously, she's going to make it curly girl friendly, but it doesn't have ingredients that really impress me the way Moptop does, but it did the job. So that's really good. So I was happy about that one, and I am using it diluted right now in my Flairosol Curl Keeper bottle thing. So there you go. Another product that I really like but that I'm not currently using is Olaplex 3. So I highly, highly, highly recommend Olaplex 3 if you are new in your curly girl journey and you have a lot of damage to address. You need to get your hands on some Olaplex. It's kind of expensive. It's about $40 for this little bottle, but I've found that it goes a really long way. I haven't had to use it often. I've gotten probably a good 4 or 5 treatments out of this. There's still some left, and I don't need to use it anymore because my hair is in really good shape now. So I'm gonna wait a few more months before I need to do this again. You wanna make sure that you always read the directions and follow the directions when it comes to Olaplex. It's not a conditioner. It's not like any other product you've probably ever used. It seems like it's a deep conditioner when you're putting it on, and you sort of treat it that way. So you wash your hair and then you apply it to towel dried hair, or not towel, but t-shirt dried hair. But then you have to follow it up with a deep conditioner. So I do recommend it. Look into how to use it. There's some great videos on the Olaplex site on like the Olaplex, you know, experts on how to use it, and give it a shot. It's really quite amazing. It really did transform my hair, and I can't recommend it enough, to be honest. Another product that I really like, and this is so far the only Shea Moisture product that I really like, because I don't have access to the whole line, and I know that what I have access to they're not the right products for me. I would like to try their weightless products. I'd like to try their wave products, and there's a few other, sort of this like really nice fresh green packaging that I think would suit me better. But so from the limited range that I have access to, this is the one product I like. Everything else has been a fail for me. This is the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. It's a hair mask that I do maybe once every 2 weeks. It's got a very strong but a really nice scent. Strong and nice. And it just works really well. My hair feels really good after it. I tend to wrap my hair in plastic while I'm using this and keep it on for like a good half hour or so before rinsing it out, and I like it. It's lasts me for a really long time, and it's a good deep conditioner for me. And I don't have a lot of deep conditioners, so maybe I just haven't, you know, opened up my world to deep conditioners enough. But for now, I do like this one. And the other one I like that is cheap, cheap, cheap. That is the Tresemme Botanique Nourish and Replenish deep conditioner that you can just leave on in the shower for like 3 minutes or whatever. It's, you know, it's not amazing. It's got okay ingredients in it. It does have a lot of coconut stuff in it, so if you're coconut sensitive, not a great one for you. But, you know, it's really comparable to like a lot of the other, you know, stuff in a lot of ways. And it just works. It's just a good little extra boost of conditioner in the shower. It's got a nice scent. It reminds me a little bit actually of the Shea Moisture. And it's cheap, cheap, cheap. You can get it on sale for $4. And this is one I actually do have a backup of. It's one of my first empties with curly girls, so that's a good sign. And because it's a nice, quick hair mask, it's one that I can actually get my husband to do because he can just do it while he's in the shower. He doesn't have to put the little cap on and like walk around the house. You know, it's an easy, guy-friendly type of hair mask. So it's really nice to have on hand. So those are right now my current favorite products. I do have a whole lot of other ones, but those are the ones that right now, I'm sort of considering to be my favorites. So let me know, what have your curly girl product favorites been? Does it change for you often? I feel like my favorites change pretty often. And you know, well, what can I try next? Because I always have to add to my collection, right? Okay, bye!